Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Huzur says that today the Majlis Ansarullah and Lajna Imaillah UK, they are starting their ijtimas today, and similarly in some other countries the gatherings, ijtimaat, they are taking place. Both these organizations, because of their importance, so far as their importance is concerned, they are very important, and in the progress of the Jamaat and in Taaleem and Tarbiyat and to looking after the future generations, both men and women, particularly those who are above 40, they play a very important role in this responsibility, in this respect. If our ladies, they take care of this responsibility, and also the men, and they appreciate it as it should be in the real sense, and those responsibilities which are upon men and women, and they pay full attention to them as required, and then try to discharge those responsibilities, then the future generation, there is regarding the future generations, we can have the guarantee of their being attached to the Jamaat and have the progress in these matters. So far as the progress of the Jamaat is concerned, there is no doubt in it that this is the decree of Allah Almighty, and this thing has been this promises to the promised Messiah ﷺ in the same way as it was with his master, the Holy Prophet ﷺ. The promise was given and assurance was given by Allah Almighty that in the latter period of latter days through your devoted servant, when he comes, then after that the second revival of Islam would begin, in which the final victory of Islam is destined to take place. So this progress, this is the decree, the future of the Jamaat, a settled thing, inshallah ta'ala. There are difficulties in the way, as other divinely appointed communities, they had to face trials. Similarly, the Jamaat Ahmadiyya, from time to time in various places, they had to go through these difficult times. There are fires which are set out for them, but Allah Almighty cools down all these fires and extinguishes that. Not only He cools down, rather the mu'min, when the mu'min passes through these difficult stages and difficulties, then he becomes like a gold. Uh, when it is put into the fire, it becomes more brilliant and more shining. And Allah Almighty has mentioned this subject in the Holy Quran Himself, that sometime I put them into trials and difficulties, but Allah Almighty says, "Ahasaban nasu an yutraku an yakulu amanna wa hum la yuftanun." That have the people of this age, they have understood that just their statement that they have believed that will be good enough and they would be left alone and they would not be tried. Allah Almighty says, وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ فَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ الْكَاذِبِينَ. That those people who had passed away before them, we tried those people, and now he is going to repeat the same thing again. So Allah Almighty will make it clear, manifest to them, to those who spoke the truth and those who told the lie. So this is the law of Allah, that He makes a distinction. In order to make a distinction between the true and the false, He tries them, and sometimes people are made to pass through this type of a trial or another type of trial. So this trial is actually for this purpose, that people should become more firm in their faith, and those people, their relationship, it increases in their relationship, and their faith makes it more and more stronger and stronger. And the critics, those who are always busy in raising some allegations and criticism, and there are some people in the Jamaat as well, those who criticize on petty things, and sometimes they criticize on small office holders or higher ups, and they start from the petty things and then they go on increasing, and then this creates a danger and poses a danger to their faith. And some of them, they fall into a situation, if Allah Almighty's special mercy is not there, that these people start doubting about the truth of the divinely appointed community. And similarly, from the opponents, the difficulties and the opposition, these things sometimes put the people, the believers, into trial, into such situation. So this trial of the mu'min is in order to further polish him, and in order to grant him the nearness to Allah Almighty, and collectively as a Jamaat, for the Jamaat to open up the new ways of their progress, and not for this purpose that they should be dominated by opponents. Hazrat Masih Maud Islam says that those people who qualify this divine trial, for them Allah Almighty opens up the doors of the blessings of Allah Almighty of all natures. And then he says that Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, it was the result of the pains that he suffered that victory of Mecca was there. So these trials, these for the prophets and for their communities, it is in order to open the doors of victories. If we discharge our responsibilities, whatever trial may come, if we do our best effort to go through this trial successfully, then the doors of mercy and progress will be open for us as well. When Allah Almighty has mentioned Kataballahu la'aghlibanna ana wa rusuli, He has mentioned, along with that He has said that this sure victory is for this reason, that Inna Allaha Kaviyyun Aziz, that Allah Almighty is mighty and very powerful and has all the might and power. He is Aziz, He is dominant, and because of all his attributes, He is the worthy of praise, and He is unbreakable, and He has got power to do everything. So we should always keep this point in mind, that Allah Almighty, He He has sent the promised Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam, he has appointed him, and the Jamaat which has been established through him, and that community, according to the promise of Allah Almighty, that community is going to become victorious and dominant. The difficulties on the way, these are not indication of any frustration or failure, rather these are the indication of their ultimate victory. If we hold fast to the path of righteousness and we look after ourselves and also take care of our children, and we carry out our responsibilities and our duties diligently, and we protect ourselves and we make ourselves and our children the part of that administration which Allah Almighty has established, then we are also going to get the mercy and the blessings which Allah Almighty has promised to the believers, which Allah Almighty has destined for this Ahmadiyya community. So these victories, and we will see those victories, and also our coming generations will see that. If from among us there are some people who has reached that stage of their age where they see only a very little bit part of life, and nobody can say how long one is going to live, when he is going to die. But those people who are advanced in age, they are more worried about that. Even those people, those who have reached that stage, then at that point, just as the parents, the elderly people, they have worries regarding the welfare of their children, minor children. Similarly, regarding the improvement of their religious condition, and also the attachment of the children to the community, they should be really in the same way, they should be much concerned. And for the improvement of the betterment of the worldly needs and other things, for their property, for their education or their jobs, they are worried about these things. Many people write to me for prayers regarding these matters. Similarly, the spiritual and moral improvement, regarding that they should also be very much concerned, and they should be worried regarding in respect of their children. This is actually righteousness, and this is actually the way of discharging the right of that, fully abiding by that pledge that we repeat in our meetings. So we should remember that the progress, the Jamaat progress, and is not linked with the reformation of our children, but actually the survival of ourself and the community that is related, that is attached with our attachment with the Jamaat. And this is the promise of Allah Almighty, and this is the decree of Allah Almighty, as a matter of fact, that this is the decree of Allah, who has got all the power, and he is unbreakable, and he is dominant, he is mighty. If there is someone who, looking at the difficulties of the path, he shows some weakness, and if our progenies and generations, if they may have some weakness, slackness in their faith, in their belief, if in discharge of our responsibility of looking after the children, if that takes our children, our progeny away from the faith, or if there is a trial which takes us or our children, that they dwindle as a result of their weakness, so that is not going to result or affect in any way the ultimate victory of the religion. Yes, those people who show weakness, they become deprived. And Allah Almighty, then He brings forth another people, and they are brought forward, and new nations are set up there, are established. So this important point, and this is very important point, Huzur says, this should always be remembered by all of us at all times. And having this point in front of us, we should be very much concerned and worried about the proper training and education of our future generations. The most important thing in this matter is our own personal pious examples. The age of Ansarullah, it begins from 40. That is to say that in the age of Ansarullah, it is such an age that a person attains his maturity